Okay, I think it's working now. Hey guys, can you hear me now? Okay. I gotta turn off the notifications. That's gonna drive me crazy. Okay, good. Glad it's working. Hey guys, welcome to my second ever stream. Still fairly new at doing this, so bear with me. I've been having a lot of trouble getting to level 6 with a couple of my commons. As you can see, I'm pretty close on Heidi and Butters, and I'm not too far away on Rats either. But with both of those, I've been having a lot of difficulty in opening them in packs. I opened 43 packs today, and I only got, I think it was 6 Heidis and 10 Butters, which is just crazy, because, I mean, they're commons. I feel like Red Lynx has done something or tweaked some algorithm so that when you're close to leveling up a card, it's way more difficult to actually find them in lockers or packs. I don't know. But at least I can request them. I'm hoping that I won't have to, though. I'm hoping that I can just grind them out and maybe request like a couple times to finish them off. I just don't want to wait like another 3 to 5 days to get both of those to 6. It's been a lot of work to get them as high up as they are anyways. But I messed up my lockers over the weekend. This is something I was saying on the other stream. Typically, I like to play during the daytime when I'm at work. My job is very laid back, and I'm only busy during certain parts of the day. So the rest of the time I can grind, which is another part of the reason I've gotten so high. Excuse my cough. But anyways, I messed up my locker reset time, so it resets at 8 p.m., 7:30 p.m. now. It used to be at noon, so I'm either going to have to like skip a whole day in order to get my locker limit to the time I need it to be, or else I'm just going to have to start doing it at 7 p.m. every night, which is frustrating. I really wish that they would introduce some way in the game where you can control when your lockers reset. It's very, very frustrating to be on the schedule that they assign you, like based on when the first time you played was. But anyways, we're going to get in some matches and talk some strategy and stuff, so let's get to that. Everybody can hear me okay, right? The music's not too loud, the game music's not too loud. Thanks everybody for tuning in, by the way. Hey Spork, hey Christiana, Ano, I just call you Ano. Christina, thanks for coming. Clubhorn, I'm glad it's a lot better, guys. Fen, of course. Thank you guys for tuning in. Jamama, I see you up there. Fresh West 15. I didn't see his rank, but it doesn't really matter.
I'll dig you a shallow grave.
Typically when I play, I like to start with a fighter behind me. But it looks like this guy's not going to play. Oh, maybe he is. He was waiting to try to catch me with my pants down at Santa Many Moons.
My invention set me free.
Man, the notifications are still on. I'll figure that out after this match.
I hope I help.
Hey, Fat Crumpet. Hey, Gangstonius. I don't expect this to be too hard of a match.
There's a new sheriff in town.
Don't mess with Heidi.
I let the rat get kind of close to me so that my rats could actually double team and triple team his rats since they were regened. Regen I actually have a little bit of trouble with sometimes, especially at the high levels. Abayo was saying on his stream that the two best decks to play now are just Assassin Spam, like Fantasy Adventure or Adventure Sci-Fi. But can't we just say Hun? But I really think that Mystic has an option. I've been struggling really hard with the high level Mystic decks that are still running Regen. You don't see Regen too often in the like 200 and down range, but like in the top 50 that are playing Mystic Fantasy and are running Regen, it's very, very hard to break through their Giants and Cartmans. Let me see if I can figure out how to turn these notifications off. Give me 1 second, guys. Give you a whole rundown of all the apps I run. I think some number of assassins is necessary. I think you have to have it. I don't think that you have to play like the assassin metagame where you run 3 or more, but like 2 as utility guys is very, very good. And I think any deck that has a tank or could take advantage of them should be running them. But I'm also a very tanky player. I like to run tanks and I like to play very defensively, which works really well. Abayo on his stream was also saying this is a very aggro metagame, and I completely agree with him. So the more defensive you can make your deck, the better it is. But you'll see I run Rogue Token and Sheriff and Nelly, which are 3 of the most defensive cards in the game. And then I have cards like Terrence that can play both sides, and Stand of Many Moons, which can also play both sides. But here we go with another guy who's not going to play, so this should be a pretty easy bar. I don't care. I get my packs faster, even if it's not as entertaining for you guys. We'll get some good matches, though, I promise.
Death from above.
Yeah, it's definitely worth taking the time to level up a couple of Assassins, Christina. I think they're good in almost every deck. Even the weaker ones, like the 3 casting cost ones, are not bad. I was a giant fan of Deckhand Butters in the early game. When I was a Silver Shield and when I was an early Legend, I ran Deckhand Butters in a blue-green Adventure Mystical deck back before Regen and Purify got nerfed. And I did really well. I worked my way up to the top 300 with that. And then I switched over to Fantasy because I kept running into so many people that were running the 2-drop Assassins, and I was having a hard time always being able to block the last one that came through. So I decided to fight them at their own game, and I've never really looked back. But the thing is, like, so many people don't run tanks. Everybody seems to run Timmies instead, and I've never been a fan of any of the Timmy strategies. The only one that I kind of like is Mecha Timmy, but you play very differently when you play sci-fi versus any other theme. At least I do. Let's see what we get in our pack. 4 rats. That's always a good one.
Rare thing.
And some Princess Kennies and some junk. Well, Dwarf Queen's pretty good. Hey, Sweetleaf. Yeah, I made it home safe. It's really hard to get injured when you're driving 11 miles an hour the whole way. I have a pretty long commute. It takes me about 2 hours, hour and a half to 2 hours to get home every night, which is kind of stressful, but it's a good time to listen to podcasts or whatever. You should if you're playing free to play, you should hang on to about 100 cash so that you can open lockers whenever you come across a legendary. That's really the only other thing you can use cash for. Any other money you get, you should put into refreshing PvP packs. Like, there's no reason to spend money on map packs. There's no reason to spend money on any of the other packs. They're all terrible value. Let's see if this guy hyperdrives me. No, you weren't supposed to kill him, Cartman. Damn it. I fucked up. Oh well. Give this guy a free bar.
A god graces you, humans.
Not quite.
Not there, friends. My hatchet
With Cyborg Kenny, a lot of the time, if I haven't played anything yet, I'll just let him attack my new kid, because he doesn't do enough damage to even take a bar. But if he kills one of your guys, you kind of SOL, you know?
One small
So, I made a mistake there. Obviously, I played my sheriff and the cyborg attacked him instead of attacking the new kid, but it's really not a big deal. I don't think it's going to be a problem. I've played Tom Squatting plenty of times, and I know what his deck's about. Get in there, kid.
Care for my creatures.
Just wrecked my whole team. Yeah, I do remember when you spent $3 on Hook Hand Clydes. But I mean, that wasn't a bad purchase. It got you to the next level. And I feel like Clyde is the best epic behind Rogue, so I'm lucky that I get to run both of them in this color combo.
Alright, who's looking to tough my grace?
Holly, want a cracker? I honor my people.
There's so many guys that have like level 19 characters and stuff, and I don't know how. Like, you have to waste so many mats on leveling up stuff that you're not gonna play. At least at this guy's level. Like, you're at the top, I kind of understand, because, you know, you're playing like the best cards, and you spend a lot of time getting them all to 6s and 7s. But I don't understand how guys that have like 4s and 5s have level 19, level 20 guys, level 20 new kids. It just doesn't make sense to me. Sorry, I'm rambling a little bit.
Here comes trouble. This planet is mine. Beware.
I don't care if you do. I'm gonna kick your ass.
Oh, damn it, Token, you're supposed to kill him. Doesn't matter.
There's a new chick to set me free.
Keep back, dogs. I bring purity.
Easy game. I'm supposed to ramble? Okay. I'll keep rambling then. What do I find the hardest cards to beat to be? Well, I think that the thing that I do the best against with my build and the thing that I do the worst against with my build are the same thing. I do a really good job of beating Mystic and the Zen Friar Windy combo, because typically people will place their Zen as close to their new kid as they can, and then I like to kind of push him up against their new kid as much as I can, and then basically take splash damage to him with Terrence. I get a lot of wins that way. But at the same time, if people are running that combo and they have a level 6 Friar, it takes so much damage to kill a level 6 Friar. It takes so much damage to kill a level 5, level 6 Zen. So I have to get in there with one of my 6s, or it just takes way too long. And the other thing is that if they have regen, it just makes it so much worse. I feel like a lot of people have moved away from regen. Hey, Juju Green Dog, glad you're watching. But the people that are still running it give me a very hard time, especially at the higher levels. Like Mito Jair Bolsonaro is one of the toughest players I play against, and he plays Fantasy Mystic. And he runs a lot of Assassins, and he runs the Friar Angel Windy combo and regen. And it's always the regen that turns the tide of the game. Like, I'll be kicking his ass, and then he regens and turns it around on me. I mean, I beat him probably 2/3 of the time, but he's a very, very good player, and there's no guarantee I'm going to win that match ever.
I'm smart and funny.
Level 6 Friar is nothing to joke about,
Holly,
man. That guy's so good.
I honor my people.
Another good thing is that, like, with Nelly, I can hit Zen and another creature. So, like, typically, if I can, I'll lead with her, and I'll lead with Cartman, because then I can do area damage to everybody. Look at this guy with regen, but my guys out-level his, so it shouldn't be too hard. And really, I think Angel Wendy's more of a problem usually than Friar is. She just sits so far back. It's kind of the same thing as kind of the same thing as Timmy's usually, his strategy. Just sit in the very back and make it as difficult as possible for your opponent to kill him. I really am very scarce about how I use my lightning bolts. I won't use them on Friars, I won't use them on Terrence's, I won't use them on Timmy's typically, unless it's Mecha Timmy, because he can do so much to like hinder your game plan. I'm really stingy about how I use my lightning bolts. And I don't run Fireball, I don't have to, because I have so many other things that do damage to everybody. But that was a terrible rogue token guy.
Set me free.
Like even with this Terrence right here, I could bolt him very easily, but it makes way more sense to get my Sheriff within range, do a little bit of damage to him, and then kill him with Rogue, because then I get a 2-for-1. It does a little bit of damage to my Sheriff, and then I'm ahead.
I heal.
Like if I just lightning bolt him, then all I have is a guy.
Take life.
All right. I bring purity.
A lot of the time with people that are running Stand the Greats, it's very hard to get 3 bars, because at least one of them, they'll be using him to keep your guys from doing any damage. I like Stand the Great. I think when I get mine to 6, I'm probably going to put him back in instead of Psalm. I'm very happy with Stand of Many Moons right now, though. He does so much damage at level 3. I wouldn't really recommend running him at level 1, though. He kind of sucks there. Another pack. In-game cash is always good.
Nice. A rare.
Yay, another Butters. Only 90 to go.
Rare.
So you guys got any questions for me or anything? Feel free to ask. Oh god, okay. We'll see how this goes. I've only beaten Lixie once, and it was total luck. I think he got disconnected or something.
My hatchet seek blood.
PC Principal. There are some people at the higher levels that use him very effectively. I don't think that
Mess with Heidi.
he's the kind of character I would play, because the knockback can definitely be disadvantageous. Like, if you place a character behind him, he's going to propel it straight towards your new kid, which can work against you most certainly, but it can be good. I've seen it be used effectively and well. At least I did damage to him. Hang on, chat. I'll get back to you guys in a second. I gotta try not to die here. This is not a very good defensive hand. But that actually worked out pretty okay. Get in there, Butters. Yes! Now all I have to do is not die the rest of the game. Seems unlikely. Hey, I'll take it. I got a hit against against Lixie. It could be a lot worse. Yeah, that rat was pretty great, not gonna lie. So many 2-drops, and his are all better than mine. Ah, shit. He won because his rats are level 6, and my Jimmy couldn't, my Terrence couldn't take him down in one shot. That sucks. But, yeah, that's what you get when you're playing against, like, the best of the best, so. Still a good game. At least I got a pack. Or a phone, rather. Okay, let's catch back up on commentary. Is Ano the sexiest player in the Coalition or the whole game in general? Sure, yes to both. Why not? Lixie is one of the leaders of Nambla. I think he has like a secondary team, though, called Illuminati or something that he's a part of. Nambla has a lot of spin-off teams, so I'm not sure exactly which one Lixie lives in. Yeah, the rat taking down Jimmy was awesome. I love matches like that, even if I lose. It's fun to play against the good players. It just sucks when you play Bone Rise like 10 to 15 games in a row. Because it's such a job. I really need my 6s because then I can actually compete. I don't have to use 2 of my resources to take down one of his 6s. I hate having to do that. Sorry, Ano. Okay, this should be a good game. Beachoke and I have played so many times in the last 2 weeks. He's one of Namble's best players. But his deck's a bad matchup for... Or my deck's a bad matchup for him, rather. He doesn't usually win. What? He got his Mechatemi up to 3 now? It was only 2 before. Okay, well that kind of sucks. Man, I gotta get that mecha off the board. He might win this one. How's my new kid still at negative? I don't understand. I think I'm just going to let him take this bar. I don't think I can defend it. That sucks. One thing whenever you play Stand of Many Moons, you got to pay attention to Enforcer Jimmy's radius, because he's very, very easy to turn off. I knew those pigeons were coming. We gotta push. Push. I don't think we're gonna make it. Maybe. Oh, sudden death. Great.
I don't care if you're a boy. I'm gonna kick your ass. All right, who's looking to kill you?
Your body is a perfect host. Take flight. I take to the skies. The mighty upper veil.
Taking a chance on the big push. Not gonna break through. We're gonna tie. Good game though. Hey, Genesis 3, thanks for tuning in. That was a close one. It's going pretty good so far. I played Lixie a minute ago. He beat me, but I took a bar off of him, so that was good. Beat choke again. I won't try to take his Mecha Timmy out this time, since I know I can't. One thing I definitely want to do is get my new kid up to 19. I take like 100 and something damage from his Marcus, from any Marcus, and it's really hard to... It's really hard to be able to take more than one of those hits and like survive. Man, his push was good this time. I survived it though. Sally's doing work.
There's a new sheriff in town. Your body is a perfect host.
I don't care if you're a boy. I'm gonna kick your ass.
cooing pigeons. It's okay, New Kid Zap should take him down. That's how you take a Barbie choke. Unfortunately, I don't have anything good to lead off with, so I'm just going to lead off with Stan.
The mighty shall prevail. I wear the badge. Rules give me power. Onward! I bring purity. Holly, want a cracker? Planet is mine. It's me, Alan and Mother.
Yeah, set that up perfectly. The Paladin Butters giving Sally the shield. She does so much damage, like 206 damage at level 6. Like, I know she's the weakest assassin, but I'm pretty happy to have her. Thanks, Sweetleaf. Yeah, thanks for everybody who's liking the video. I appreciate it. Hey, Carlos, thanks for tuning in, man. It worked, Ano. Woogie Booger. I don't imagine this guy being too much of a challenge, but you never know. Sometimes you play against these guys and they're just like, here's a random level 6, and you're like, where did that come from? And other times they just don't play like you kind of expect them not to. And then it's a free win and a free pack. Then I play a different game and it's like, how fast can you kill this guy? He has New Kid Blast, didn't even kill Princess Kenny. I see a lot of Captain Wendy's. I have enough to like make her into level 5. I'm just not sure if I'm gonna put the mats into her. I've seen her used with like a lot of great effect in sci-fi decks, and I think if I did play, 5 PBs. I think if I did play Adventure Sci-Fi,
Okay, you're a little bit lucky.
I've gotten it done in I've gotten it done with 2 minutes and 34 seconds left before. But yeah, I think if I was going to play Adventure Sci-Fi, or if I was going to work on that, I would definitely level up Captain Wendy. I know Jim the Butcher runs her and is really good for him. I know that Dobbsmerk runs her as well. And I've seen some other people running her too. I think she's a really undervalued card, but that triple shot she does is just brutal. It does so much damage, and if the enemies are already poisoned, it's just like a finishing blow. So I'm really tempted to invest some mats in her and then start working on Sci-Fi, because my Alien Queen Red is only like 20 copies away from being level 5 as well. And I just leveled up my Osimo and my Program Stand to level 4 and maxed them out a couple days ago. So I think I have a pretty serious Sci-Fi adventure build too if I wanted to put some time into it. I definitely want to be able to play multiple themes at the top. And unfortunately, like, I can't just throw any level 4s into my deck and have it work, because I would drop ranks real fast. Oh, this is going to be a good game. Noob is always fun. Noob's the leader of the Lady Boys, for anybody out there who doesn't know. Coalition teammates. Actually, the win that got me into the top 25 for the first time was against Noob. That worked out. Level 5 Zen takes so long to kill. Level 4 Nelly does not. Yeah, I love Princess Kenny just because she turns off New Kid and makes Terrence more viable. Like right here, I'll shoot Terrence because there's a chance I can kill New Kid and my Terrence will fly back and survive, but I was just a second too slow. And like one mistake I see a lot of players make is in a situation like this, they'll just throw a bunch of guys out there to try to turn this into a push, but I know what's coming, and I know there's going to be a Zen Cartman down there, and like leading more things along with my Heidi would just be detrimental. It's way better to sit back and be defensive. The best way to play this game is defensively. So many people play aggressive, and it just doesn't seem to work out very well. Pretty much regardless of what theme I'm playing or what deck I'm playing, I try to play it as defensively as possible, and I adjust my themes as I need to. So you can switch gears. Like there are times when you have to be aggressive, but there's also times where you have to play defensively to have the best chance. I kind of screwed up with my Heidi placement. It might bite me. Nah, rogue token's good. There we go. Good game, noob. Fantasy's really good. I think that adventure is the strongest theme by far. I mean, it's got the best spells, it's got the best characters, it's got the best everything. I think Mystical's probably the second best, even after the nerfs. I know a lot of people would probably disagree with that, but the Zen Friar Wendy combo is just so oppressive, and regen, though people have seemed to stray away from it, is really, really good and really underrated nowadays, especially without Purify being around. Like, I remember there used to be this weird interaction where you would regen and you wouldn't be able to play your Purify to turn off whatever effect they had going because it would also disable your regen. You don't really have that anymore. Like, Purify is not in the meta at all. Still see a lot of power buying because you have to for the Stand of Many Moons, but never Purify. I don't think I've played anybody running Purify in days. Yeah, if you want to request Shaman tokens, I've got more than enough. I've got a lot of everything. Anybody have any questions? I feel weird just rambling sometimes. Uh-oh. The one top 10 guy I've never even taken a bar off of. But we talk sometimes. He's not a bad guy. He did invite me to join NAMBLA a couple of times. I turned him down. Lixie's invited me too. I know he's getting ready to do his Tournament of Champions or whatever. And as much as I would like the cash prize, I just can't. I can't see abandoning Tree Fitty. Carmen doesn't mind the rats so much. Yeah, I'm loyal because we got a great group of people. Like, everybody on the team is fun to talk to, and everybody donates, and like there's no favoritism or anything like that. Everybody's treated equally and fairly, and I really enjoy. Oops, I shouldn't have played rats there. Maybe I'll get lucky and Heidi will die. Yep. Okay. I think it's a NAMBLA thing, Carlos. Like, everybody in NAMBLA tries to make their new kid look as ugly as possible. I just sort of tried to make mine look kind of like me. Man, I hate that Hookan doesn't even kill that guy. Get him, Heidi. It wasn't enough, but that was pretty good. Yes, I hit Terrence. I'll take a draw against the Dorna any day. Hey, Emily, thanks for joining the stream. Yeah, Tree Fitty is, like, in my opinion, the best team in the coalition. Like, we do really good. We don't bicker. I mean, the only thing we've had is like a couple of people complaining about the queue, but I mean, every single team has a queue or some kind of system in place to prevent people from only requesting premium cards, and I think we handle it pretty well. Thanks, guys. That was a tough match. Shredifire. I always have good games against him. His rank's fallen a whole lot, though. I wonder if he tanked it on purpose. I hate not having Terrence in my hand here. Oh. Second too late. Like, see, if he had a regen there, I would be so far behind. But luckily he didn't, so that was unfortunate. God, it's so hard to get damage through. Stupid Timmys. No. I'm probably going to lose. This sucks. I was cycling through trying to find a lightning bolt, but I'm not going to get it. He's going to get this game. Damn it. I really need to get my lightning bolt to 5, and that's proof of that. Alright, let me catch up on chat real quick. Emily should definitely join Tree Fitty. I had to try. Sometimes if like, I feel like even though it says you have one bar left, you don't actually have a whole bar. Sometimes you have like a fraction of a bar. So, like, even though Lightning Bolt put him at 1 life, it could have actually killed him. Sometimes, like, the game has decimal points after the number of life points that are left. And if the Lightning Bolt does 47, and he's actually, like, at 47.6, and it's saying, or 47.4, and it's saying 48 on screen, it'll actually kill him. I've noticed sometimes that with lightning bolt I'll get an extra point of damage in more than I plan to, and I think that the game counts like up to 2 or 3 decimal points. I can't say for sure, but I think so. So I had to take the chance just in case. That's why I did that, Hirsch. And I know I did a bad job of explaining that, but I hope you know what I meant. I've never played this guy before. He's an imposter with his bear costume. He's not dire tide.
Polly, want a cracker?
You're gonna kick me to make room for Emily? Well, that's okay. Good game, Shreddifier. Thanks for tuning in, man.
I wear the badge. I am at peace. Your body is under control. I'm security. Water is the strongest element.
It's hilarious in slow motion. You got me.
I'm smart and fast.
Low level poison just doesn't do anything. Hey Dobbs, thanks for tuning in, man.
There's a new sheriff in town. I'm calling the police. My hut is blood. Take flight. I take to the skies. Now who'll give me power?
Just as the poison wore off. I'm not worried. We got a pretty big push going. Alright, let me catch up on chat. You trying to match up with me, Ano? I don't know if we can, right? You're on the other server. I swear when we both started playing, like back in Silver Shield, we'd get matched occasionally. Because I do remember playing you, but I don't think it's happened in a long time. Let's see what we get in this pack. Come on, Paladin Butters. Oh, just Amazingly Randy. Anybody want 35 Amazingly Randys? Keep on going. Yeah, I don't know when they implemented the the two servers. Like, I'm in the U.S. obviously, so I'm on the U.S. server, and I'm guessing since you're over there, you're on the European server. But I swear we did play. We just haven't in forever, so I don't know. I don't know how that happened or why it hasn't happened since then. Bloodwolf 0. All right. Anybody got any questions or anything? Yeah, I know we've played a couple times, Carlos. I will say, like, one thing that I think I played, like, the best deck. I think this is the best deck in the format. I also think that it's very susceptible to Fireball, and that's the only thing that's really, truly weak about the deck. Because I have to space my guys together a lot of the time for maximum damage, and it seems like I get wrecked by Fireball from lower level players more than I should. Osimo was really good, Dobbs. Like, it has so much health. It takes forever to kill. Like, that's what I was saying before. I struggle with Mystic sometimes if there's Zen's a 5, because you just have to sit there and wail on him forever. I only have one level 6, and it's Sally. And, I mean, even though she's pretty good, it's like she takes a whole 20 seconds or so to kill a Zen Cartman. Like, way longer than it should take. I think I just need more 6s, and then I don't have to worry about it. Jessnot's one player that I struggle with. He's really good. His build is really good. It's very different from what most people run. Another Fireball. Can I give you a free win? I mean, what do you? Nothing's free in this world, right? I guess I'm only getting 1 point for this guy. Unless my lightning bolt cycles, which it's not going to. Mind control, I don't know. It's not as hard to play against as people think. Like, it sucks sometimes when things happen, like did in that first game where that Cyborg Kenny went the wrong way and ended up stealing my Sheriff. Because, like, typically with Cyborg, I'll just let him attack my new kid, because my new kid zaps enough to kill Cyborg Kenny even at level 4 before he takes a bar. Like, he'll only do maybe 2/3 of my life total in one bar, and then he dies. But if you let him kill a guy, that's really frustrating. Also frustrating is if you, like, use Stand of Many Moons ability and they drop him. Cyborg Kenny is way more dangerous than Mind Control is. How do I deal with flying units? I have Rogue Token, which kills them. I have Terrence, which can shoot them. And I've got Sheriff, who can shoot them. And I've got Lightning Bolt if they're too much of a problem. The only flying units I really see played are Cupid Cartman and Terrence Mephisto anyways. And Terrence is pretty easy to distract and pretty easy to kill with my own Terrence if I can. or I can do like any combination of Sheriff and Rogue, or Terrence and Rogue, or New Kid and Rogue, or New Kid and Terrence, or New Kid and Sheriff, and take him out. Cupid Cartman, on the other hand, moves very quickly and is kind of a challenge to deal with if there's already another flying unit on the board. I lost a match earlier today to somebody that was running Cupid Cartman and Terrence Mephisto, and they had one on top of the screen, one on bottom of the screen, and I really had to make a choice because it takes two of my things to kill one usually. So Cupid ended up getting to me, took a bar off of me. I won the match, but it was frustrating. And then the only other flying unit I can really think that gets played is Marvin, and I have Lightning Bolt and Rogue, which both will kill him usually. Pro tip: phones destroyed after the timer runs out of will count towards pack openings. Yeah, I knew that. That's definitely a good little tidbit. Which do I suggest you go for level 6 first between Alien, Smuggler, Astronaut, or Poison? I think Poison is insanely strong at level 6, and if you can get that first, it doesn't, like, the strength of your guys is not as important if the Poison is wearing away their guys, you know? So I think Poison is what I would focus on first if those were my choices. After that, definitely Astronaut, and then Alien, and then Smuggler. Assassins aren't super important, except in the Assassin versus Assassin battle. Excuse me. So, like, if you have a level 6 Assassin fighting your level 5 Assassin, you're going to lose every time. But the thing about Ike is that you can charge him up, and he can actually get big enough to kill a level 6 Assassin, so he's useful pretty much regardless. Kind of sucks for me because I went with Sally instead of Ike, but it is what it is. I definitely think Poison is the best choice out of those four, though. Always get pissed when you see a random level 5 starving Marvin. It can be frustrating. It definitely can, especially with hyperdrive being what it was. I lost so many games to people that were abusing the hyperdrive glitch, and Marvin was definitely a big part of that. Very frustrating. Let me see. If you join Tree Fitty, you want my Cupids? How many do I have? I'll give you all of them. I don't know how many I have, though. Let me see. I have 3. You can have my 3 Cupid Cartmans to join. Back to the game. Oh, hey, Ryan. That's pretty awesome. I haven't seen a level 4 visitors yet. The only time I've really seen any high-level visitors is in Average Guy's videos. And I think he only has, like, level 3s. Okay, Guy. I don't think he's taking this seriously. Hey, Spork. Yeah, Spork and I have, like, a bunch of good games today. Should I be nice and give him the point? Oh, what a jerk. Part of me wonders if this guy was thinking, I'm going to let him have 2 free wins, then I'm going to, like, come back and just beat him. His Nelly's just sitting there. That's weird. It was not a game, but whatever. Hey, Chris, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, three of those are great players, Dobbs. Death's still around. I played Death earlier today, actually. I think he's just kind of sporadically playing. I don't think he has as much time to devote the game as he was before. He's certainly not making videos or anything right now or streaming, but he's out there. You know, you can encounter him in the wild. I have a few times. Always fun to play him. I think he's one of the best players in this game. He's been top 50 for a long time playing with underleveled cards and doing really well, so there's a lot to learn from Death. He's a good player. So is Snake, so is Spork. All three of them are. I think playing Spork is a big part of I turned the corner on my playing and got a little bit better. I think I was way too aggressive and I was overextending a lot, and then Spork and I played like 6 or 7 times in one day, and I started adjusting, and then I've been doing a lot better ever since then, but that was like a month ago. And Snake, I have the most even record against Snake from anybody in this game. It's basically if his combo works, then I lose. If his combo doesn't work, then I win. And we're pretty evenly matched. All three of those are like great people to play against. You still put up a good fight, Sport. Yeah, that Canadian Knight combo. It's like so many people that run it, I don't have any trouble beating them at all. Like, I don't think that it's all that strong of a combo, but in Snake's hands, because he plays a deck that's very defensive anyways, and it kind of forces you to overextend to deal with his threats. Like, I played him the other day, and I was just like, what? And I was laughing. I had to play multiple assassins to deal with Manbear Pig, and then he followed it up with the combo, and I was out of assassins to drop around Ike, and he got it off. Snake's a really good player. Most people that play the Ike Tweak combo are less than great players. Some rats, some sheriffs, a Pope Timmy, some Princess Kennies. I'm happy with that. But I really want some Paladin Butters and some Heidi's. I've opened 48 packs now today, and I've seen like less than 20 Heidi's and less than 20 Paladin Butters. I don't know the exact number because I've opened some since we started this, but man, it's like so frustrating that you don't get the cards you actually play. And I'm less than 100 away on both of those from getting them to level 6. Yeah, he'll tweak weird stuff too. Like I saw him tweak his Manbear Pig, and that was pretty funny. This guy's not playing. He's not playing really good right now, Dobbs. See, Labarre Jimmy and Robin Tweak are two of the most common cards I seem to see in packs, and Mimsy. Like, I've got over 1,000 Robin Tweaks that I have no use for because I'm not ever going to play the combo. Oh, nice, Anno. Tweak Terrence is annoying. I've played against that before too, because it takes so long to kill a regular Terrence as it is. So I pretty much play this game at least 6 hours a day every weekday, and then probably like 2 to 3 hours a weekend every weekend day. And I grind PvP packs the entire time, and it's taken me months, like well over a month and a half, to get from like 500 of these commons up to like 900 of these commons. And I don't understand why it takes so long to unlock the cards you actually play. I remember back when I was going from 4s to 5s, it seemed like the cards I was playing, I was seeing way more frequently. Like I was playing Terrence Mephisto, and then I would just get, 3 or 4 Terrence Mephisto in every single pack. And now it's just not that way. Now it takes so long to find the cards you actually need for your deck. I played this guy a lot today too, Reptilian Goals. He's not bad. He's giving up. I love that a level 15 new kid doesn't take out Sally with his blast. Like, she flies across the screen and just starts going again. Yeah, I've played Epic Bananas a couple times. There's about a 10-second delay, Ano, so plan accordingly if you're trying to hit me. What's up, Legacy? Welcome to the stream. Are you Epic Bananas, Ryan? Ike, Stan, Kenny, always happy to get rogue tokens. Some pigeons. I got some more pigeons for you, Ano. But even though I've been having pretty bad luck opening my packs and getting Paladin Butters and Heidi's. Oh, hey, man. Yeah, we've played a bunch of times. Even though I've had pretty bad luck opening my Paladin Butters and my Heidi's, I'm just going to keep grinding until I get them. Like, I'd really like to get them in the next day or two. That is the goal. Sorry, Chichito. It's not your day. I'll show you my deck in one sec. I'm a little under 100 on Paladin Butters. I think I need 90 now. And Heidi, I'm pretty close to the same number. Heidi, I'm 105 away. Paladin Butters, I am 85 away. Rats, I'm just about 300 away. So I really hope I can get my PB and my Heidi in the next couple days, because I keep playing Bone Rise like 10 to 15 times every night, and every single time it's a game that I feel like I could win if I just had one level 6 fighter to like contend with his 3 or 4 level 6 fighters. How much sci-fi is in the top 50? A lot, especially since the buffs or the glitch with hyperdrive and the debuff of purify. I've seen a lot more sci-fi in the top. Alien Queen Red is just way overpowered. Hey, Evan. So you poop? Your donations will be very welcome in Tree Fitty, Emily. Bad fish me. Sometimes I like to lead with an assassin. Yeah, in case they're not going to play. Like this guy's not. Yeah, Manbear Pig runs it. Adorna sometimes runs it, not always. This guy's doing that dumb thing where he's like, here, you can have a free win, and then he's like, oh, let me play things too, though. Nothing good, Ono? Yeah, Spork plays it. Dobbs is pretty much a top 50 player now. He runs it. He kicked my ass with it yesterday. I've been doing pretty good this stream. I've been opening a pack like every 2 matches, except for the ones where I played top 10 players. Nothing I need, but not a bad pack. Yeah, but you're not far off, man. On a good day, you could be a top 50 player. Hey, Sipt. Mystic is definitely the worst theme now, but it was 100% the best theme before. They nerfed it way too hard, but that doesn't mean it's still not playable. I think all 4 themes are very playable. Some of the best players in the top 50 still run Mystic. Astro Butters is really good, especially while the hotfix is not working at 100%. Scatadude. Bub Sweets is tough too. I have trouble with him every once in a while. There's a lot of really good Namble players. A lot of them are in the top 100 too, because I face them pretty regularly. This Nathan's annoying. That was really annoying. Let my new kid kill off Ike. Oh shit. He's turned off. Ah, almost a free point there. That was unfortunate. That Nathan just wouldn't die. Don't spend any more till they fix shit. Yeah, a lot of people have been making that outcry and stuff, but I don't know. The game's really fun, and I think if you enjoy it, you know, I think it's fine to spend a little bit here and there. I don't think the game's going anywhere anytime soon. Like, so many people are still playing it, and it's just as popular as it's ever been. They lost like a few people that, you know, really, really were vocal about the nerfing of Mystical and Purify and Powerbind. And, you know, if people want to quit for various reasons, that happens every day. People quit because they get bored with the game. People quit because they don't have any more money to spend on it. People quit because they don't like the changes. But like in any kind of game like this, there's always going to be metagame shifts and nerfing that has to happen and buffs that are given. It's really hard to find balance in a game like this. So I think the devs and overall have done a pretty good job. Maybe not with their public relations. They've definitely said some things they shouldn't have said or dismissed people's feelings on certain things. But I think that the changes themselves have been pretty good for the most part. I think I'll probably stop spending anything once I hit my 6s on everything. Because the money to jump from 6 to 7 is going to be insane. I don't know anybody that has a 7 except for Slavius. And he has rats somehow. That's just insane. You'll be fine, Spork. Those are the least effective rats ever. I don't know why they ran between them single file. Yeah, he says he's a god killer. That's wrong, right? Yeah, Ano is really crushing our donations right now. It's usually either me or Evan that's at the top, and not this time. I focus on all themes too, though, Spork. Like, I've got pretty much all the important commons in every color 2-5, so I can play any color, really. I tend to prefer Adventure because I've put most of my energy into my rares in Adventure, but there's a couple fantasy rares and there's a couple neutral rares that I have at least enough of that I can make them level 5 if I wanted to go that route. It's really just a matter of mats and coins, but you can always buy those if you really, really want to. I think it's important to have like one main theme that you really focus on and get all your best cards to as high as they can in that, and then have at least 2 supplementary themes that you get your commons and stuff to level 5, so you can kind of roll with the punches or fluctuate, you know, as the metagame shifts, because there'll be a time where Adventure Fantasy won't be playable. There'll be some card that gets released that's way better than the Assassins, or like invalidates running the Assassin strategy, and then I'll have to adjust and I'll start playing something else. I mean, but I don't think that Adventure will ever completely, you know, stop being a playable theme or anything. Kill him, Heidi. Ugh, I'd have to be Sheriff. I'll catch up with Chad after this game. 1 second, guys.
I wear the badge. Molly want a cracker? I don't care if you're a boy. I'm gonna kick your ass. Beware. Take flight. I'll dig you a shallow grave. It's me, Paladin Butter.
Okay, let me catch up on chat. Level 5 rares are definitely equal to level 6 commons. That's the only way I seem to do okay against the legit top 10 is that I do have a couple of level 5 rares. Like Cartman and Nelly can both stand in front of something and survive for long enough to actually kill it. But I can't drop like a level 5 Heidi against a level 5 or against a level 6 Stan the Great or level 6 Heidi because she's just completely outclassed and she won't even do half of their life's worth of damage before she gets killed. Like there's such a drastic difference between a level 5 common and a level 6 common that it's so hard to compete with people that actually have those level 6s. Yeah, this phone game is definitely a battery hog. At work, I have a special cable that like runs up through my desk, so my phone's usually plugged in. The only downside is that I have to play it on silent. I can't have the music on. But midway through the day, I'll usually play for a couple hours with music, or I'll wait until I'm going to watch somebody else's stream and then put the headphones on. Yeah, the way I leveled up my guys is that I started with leveling my commons to 5 and then my rares. So I did all my commons, and then I got Sheriff to 5, and then I got Terrence to 5, and then I got Nelly to 5. And then just through luck and through the random generator, I managed to get enough copies of the epics to get them to 4. Which level 4 epics are supposed to be equivalent to level 6s, but really they're about level 5.5. Not a single card I need in this. Frustrating. But level 4 epics are nothing to laugh at, though. They're really good. Hey, you guys will all get back there. Everybody that's in this group and everybody that we talk to on a regular basis are pretty serious about the game. I think all of you are capable of getting up to the top 200. It's not that hard. It just takes time and perseverance. Definitely Tread of Fire. That level 4 rogue makes a huge, huge difference because it kills so much. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of motivation for most people to try to get to the super high ranks. I'm hoping that the reward packs will get better, or that they'll keep doing more incentives like the race back to legendary and things like that to try to get people to take it seriously and to try to get to the higher levels. Because I think deranking for the sake of just farming easy opponents is kind of dumb. I think the higher level you are, the better your PvP pack should be. Which, I mean, does keep the people at the top, but it also prevents people from... That was 9 energy he just spent to kill 2 guys that were 5 energy. Even though he killed them, that was a bad, bad trade. Yeah, you have to play a lot. You have to put a lot of hours into this in order to get to the high levels. That's very, very true. The levels you're playing at, Finn, I think they're about equivalent. Spork's playing in the top 100, and I can imagine that's really challenging. Yeah, they've really got to come up with some sort of system to entice people to stay and to strive to get to higher ranks too. Because right now there's really no reason to work so hard except for the fact that you want the bragging rights or you want to be able to compete against the best players. You know, for me that's the driving force, is that I want to play against the best players. See, this is typically how I deal with the Terrans. Which usually works, but sometimes they're a jerk. I'm not sure you should make that switch, Papa, because, like, Nelly is one of your fighters. I mean, it depends if you have enough fighters to, like, take that loss. I mean, Rogue is the best defensive card in the game. So if you need to play better defense, Rogue is way better, but Nelly is good at playing defense or offense. Good night, Christina. Thanks for tuning in. That might be true, Dubs. Hella team style. I think they almost joined the coalition at some point, but that didn't happen. That was a lucky shot, guy. At least I killed something too. Oh, they did join. Okay, I didn't realize that. Cool. I guess they just haven't been very active in the chats, so I didn't realize that actually went through. Ugh. I hate it when they kill my Terrans. That's right. That's right. They left and then they came back. Back in the top 20. One Heidi. Anybody need some Starving Marvins? I got 250 of them. Yeah, sure, Evan. After this game, I'll go through my library and I'll show you guys how many of each card I have and how many materials I have. I've spent a lot trying to keep the themes even, though, like, leveling them up, so I don't have like an absurd amount of anything except maybe mystical. I think I played this guy once already in the stream. I don't think he played. Yeah, he's always asking for Friar Jimmy's. I've given him a lot. I've probably given him at least 100. I think any legendary at level 3 except for Man Bear Pig is playable. Maybe not Witch Doctor Token either, because he's kind of crappy still. But I think Wendy is definitely a valuable fighter at level 3. I think at level every legendary becomes really good and really playable, even Man Bear Pig. Man Bear Pig, I've seen Chosen Ones level 4. It takes so long to kill it. It's absolutely ridiculous. Alright, so here's my library. I've got a lot of adventure. I've got like 800 of all the cards I don't play that are commons, and at least 200 of every rare I don't play. As far as mats, 530 feathers, 301 arrowheads, and 181 sheriff stars. Once Heidi hits 6, I'm planning on maxing her. Hopefully that's enough. As for fantasy, since it's the last theme you get, I have a little bit less than that of my rares. I'm about 150 of each rare, about 500 to 800 of every common, except for fucking Robin Tweak, who I have 952 of. Does anybody want Robin Tweaks? As far as mats, 861 keys, 219 tomes, and 103 rings. For neutral, I play like the best neutral cards. I'm thinking about trying to get Marcus to 4. I have enough to do it, obviously. I'd like to try him out in like a sci-fi deck, because I've seen him used with great effect. I've got pretty good mats in neutral too, but I'm kind of saving those for rats once I get rats to 6. I'll check PvE in 1 second. Sci-fi, 779 circuits, 114 sticky hands, and 222 robots. And then Mystics, what you were looking for. 974 candles, 308 beads, and 152 dreidels. So, it's pretty good. This guy's not bad at level 4 when he's maxed. I did that on a whim the other day. Still missing Hanky. Still missing Grand Wizard Cartman. Carlos, that's a Chosen One. He's not a very good player, but he has a lot of really high level rares and legends and epics. PvE. I guess there's an easier way to check than actually going to PvE, but I'll get my free pack. Hey, Jemima. Yeah, mama. I have 870 of the 900 PvP matches won. All that's really left are the very, very end of Fantasy. Those high level, like last 7 or 8 levels, are really, really tough. I think you have to have all level 6s to beat some of them. Like, I could probably run through a couple more levels of this. I just haven't done it yet. That one's almost impossible. That one's almost impossible. That one is impossible. That one's pretty hard, but maybe doable. I don't know. I think if I get a couple 6s, I can do that pretty easily. I can do that with some 6s. I can do that with some 6s. Probably. And that's it. Those are the only ones I'm missing. Everything else is maxed out. Nice job, man. I'm guessing you probably beat a few more of the Cartman runs through level 60s than I have, Jemima. I really need to get some more 6s. This guy's a pretty good player, but I don't think he's ever beaten me. He was like top 200 last season. Now he's in the top 100.
I wear the badge. Molly want a cracker?
Oh, hamburgers. AoE to the max. Get in there, Sally. Finish off that Zen. Oh, no. Too greedy. Oh, well. I think he's out of energy. Yeah. Why would you play Wendy? That's so bad. I live in Houston, in Texas. I'm not from here, though. I'm from Oklahoma originally. I've been here since I was 16. I've traveled around a lot, but most of my life has been spent in Houston. Where are you guys all from? I know some of you are from overseas and whatnot, but I'm sure some of you are from the U.S. Oh no, Big Al. And Arrow Storm, look at this combo. Come on, Stan, get there. Alright. Hit him, hook hand. No. Okay. That was like the worst thing you could play. most of my matches, like being in the top 20, are either I win by 1 bar or they don't play and I 3 bar them and it's like nothing. Or else I play somebody that's a higher level than me and then it's a draw or a loss. Carlos is from Phoenix. Genesis is from South Chicago. So You Poop is from Indiana but now in Oregon. Following the weed and wine. Finn's from Lisbon. Sweet Lisa, Missouri. So we're all pretty much spread out. I know Blood Minister said he lives in San Antonio. I think he's probably the closest person to me. I'm not quite as much of a conservative spender as Death is. Like Death on his stream is always talking about trying to get the most value for your dollar as far as lockers and refreshes and all that kind of stuff. And I respect that. There are times like in between paychecks where I have to be that way. But in general, when I have a little bit of extra cash, if I need mats or it's a good deal, I'll chase, even though I probably shouldn't, for like a random rare or really good, like 5 or more arrowheads or things like that. But I won't always spend more than 5 in-game cash. It just sort of depends. Throwing regeneration is a clear sign you are not playing. I played this guy earlier today, and I threw him pretty bad, which is probably why he's like just giving it to me now. You hate the bug where they start you against each other without seeing the rank or guild. It can be really annoying, but at the same time, it's like I think that people tend to make assumptions when they see people's rank. Like you see a lot of people not play against me because of how high ranked I am. I don't think that they'll necessarily though if they don't see it. Like we just get paired and start playing, even though I'm an 18, if they don't know who I am, a lot of the time they will play against me. And I think not showing it kind of does that. I like seeing it because I like knowing who I'm up against or what team they're from. But there's a flip side to it too. That's all I'm saying. I'm sorry, Finn. I grew up in America. My geography is not the best.
Okay, you're a little bit lucky. I like rares, don't you?
That pack sucked. I think that when the player left a match, it's because they click cancel when they're on the searching for opponent screen, and it's usually just happens to be exactly right when the system matches you against them. It doesn't happen all that often anymore, not like it used to. Yeah, I know, Ano. Finn sent me a map. Grand Wizard. That's always nice, killing Marcus in one shot. Alright, Sweet Leaf, have fun. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll run into you, maybe I won't. Name 5 cities in England. London. Oxford. Hang on. I'm trying to think. Trying to play and think. I'm not good at this. I'm really bad at geography. I always have been. I don't really keep up with sports though. I don't have that benefit though, Finn. I'm not a big sports guy. Manchester's won, right? I guess that's what you meant. I don't know. I don't know if I can name two more. I guess I should be able to. My sister lives in England, but I've never gone over there to visit her. She went to school in Oxford, and she's the editor of a newspaper over there. Liverpool. Birmingham. Yeah, I should have got that. Okay, so I do know 5. I just couldn't get them all off the top of my head without hints. God, I wasn't paying attention, and for a second I thought this was Lixie again. Later, Evan. Thanks for tuning in, man. Because of the poor coding, another Terrence right away. That makes me happy. Awesome, Emily. Finn, can you go and make sure that we have an opening for her? I'm sure that we do, even if we haven't opened it up yet. We'll get it open in just 1 second, Emily. I'll go and do it after this match if Finn hasn't done it beforehand. He really doesn't want to give me that second bar.
I bring purity.
Too slow to hit, good game. Let me see. I'll let Finn handle that. He knows who he's supposed to kick. Have any of you guys from overseas ever been to America? Yeah, you do need a passport to go from US to Canada.
Need more ammo.
Oh, that's cool. Where's your family live, Vano?
I honor my people. Take flight.
That's cool. I've been to California a few times. I wish Rogue Token was just a little bit stronger. Like, he's still the best defensive card in the game, but man, if he could just kill Terrence on his own, he would be overpowered. But I would love it if he was overpowered. He's really good as it is.
Ollie, want a cracker? Take flight. It's me, Paladin Butter.
Easy game. Hang on one second, guys. I'm going to open this pack, and then I'm going to go get my cable for my laptop, because it just died and I can't see the chat anymore. This is a really good pack. 2 Stand the Great, Calamity Heidi, 2 AQRs. I'm so close on her, and a Dark Mage Craig, who I also want to give a shot to. One sec, I'll be right back. Okay. To fully reboot, that kind of sucks. Alright, back to playing. I'll catch up in the chat in just a second after this game. Okay, chat's back up. Sorry for the delay, guys. Playing against Thieves. I know that name from somewhere. I think he's on one of our teams. But I don't think he's playing. Yeah, it's a lot like WhatsApp, Emily. You should get it if you can, because we do most of our team discussion and the coalition chat and everything in there. There's a huge community that you'll be able to be a part of and interact with everybody and everything. Like, it's definitely worth getting it if you don't have it right now. Swear I'm going to open like 70 packs today and get less than 20 butters and less than 20 Heidi's. That's just ridiculous. Sorry some of these matches are not that entertaining, guys. You know, there's a lot of guys that just won't play me because of my rank. It got really bad for a while there. Like when I was in the like 50s to 100s, nobody would play me. It was just like game after game after game of like grinding packs. And the fact that they changed it to 5 phones destroyed instead of packs actually would have been great then, because then I could have done them at twice the speed. But it's a little frustrating now because even though it still only takes 2 packs to unlock, it's like you never know what kind of game you're going to get. Sometimes you get games where nobody will play you, and then other times you get games where it's like tooth and nail fights and you win by 1 bar, and then you end up having to win 4 matches to get your 1 pack. I guess in the end it kind of evens out, so you're getting a pack every 3 matches, but it's frustrating when it doesn't work out where it's 2 or 3. More Princess Kenny's, no Paladin Butters. Anybody have any questions or anything? Poodle Snipe. I know I've played him before. Nope, he's going to give it to me. Okay, weird lag. Oh no, we did start talking to the team that we're thinking about making our secondary. Panda, the guy that joined earlier, is the leader of that team. So we may be starting up our secondary soon with his former team. Genesis asks, besides Adorna, are there any players you just can't beat? Adorna, I've never beaten once. Slavius, I've never beaten once, but I think that it's more just about card level than play skill, because I've played him to a draw at least twice, and I've taken a bar off of him once. Lixie, I beat one time. I've beaten SDNW plenty of times. I've beaten Bone Rise plenty of times. New Kid on the Block, or level 21 Man Bear Pig, or whatever he wants to call himself. I've beaten him so many times, but that was before he dropped a couple grand on the game and got all of his sixes. I don't know. I think the players I have the most trouble with are Adorna, for sure. Mito Jair Bolsonaro, his deck is a bad matchup for mine, and Jim the Butcher, who now is a perfect circle. His deck is a really bad matchup for mine as well. I've been beating him the last few times we played, but it's always an incredibly tough match. I don't know if there's anybody that I'm like annoyed when I get paired against him though, except for Marcus 1988 from Member Berries. That guy abuses every glitch he can. He spams laughs and farts the whole time. I swear there have been times where I played him and he's had more energy on the board than he should. And I don't know. Something about him seems shady to me. But aside from him, there's really nobody that I don't enjoy playing. Yeah, we do. Our team chat is online. The coalition chat's online too. It's worth getting, Emily. Like, you'll be able to talk to the whole coalition, and then there's like the Fight Club group where like a lot of the best players in the game talk all day long. It's a lot of fun. Man, all these guys stealing Lixie's style. What's up with all the blue bears? So many shields. I'll take a look after this match, Fen. I'll approve you in just 1 second, Emily. Let me beat this guy first. I don't think Fireball's all that good anymore. Like, there are way better options, but I see so many people running it. It's good against me, but I feel like there's a lot of decks where it just doesn't do enough, and it's so much energy. Like, you're way better off playing, like, Cock Magic or something. Welcome to the team, Emily. You've been approved. Six rats. That's always nice.
I like bears, don't you?
I'd rather than be 6 Paladin Butters at this point, but I'll take them. Why would I say well cone? Weird ass autocorrect. Yeah, Finn will set you up online. He'll get you in the team chat and the coalition chat and everything. We're happy to have you, Emily. Hey, this guy. He's a coalition team leader.
My hatchet's being blood. The incarnations better be pleased.
Who runs Power Bind.
Keep back, dog.
There's death from above.
I bring purity. I wear the badge.
Oh, hamburgers. Fuck you, Timmy.
I'm going to stomp you into mud.
I'm sure all of you do this, but like, you gotta rebuild your energy. Like, if you just keep pushing and pushing and pushing, like, it's very, very rarely the right play. Like, most of the time, you'll run into them being able to drop assassins more effectively because it's on their side of the board. And like, it used to be that Mystical always wanted to fight on their side of the board, so they could do that. They would drop Zen and then protect them with assassins, but their strategies changed a lot. At least the successful Mystical assassin builds have. Like, they started pushing Zen forward and then running regen to keep him alive. And like, that actually works way better than the hold back and protect strategy that they were doing before.
Not this way. I bring purity. It's me, Alex. Girls, Polly want a cracker? The mighty
Cozy Hippie 107 from Manbear Pig. You know, we're on Team Tree Fitty, but there's a lot of other Team Tree Fitties out there, or different variations of Tree Fitty. None of them that I've seen have been very good. Like, we have pretty good players on ours. Alright, Anno. Thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks. Hopefully I get him tonight, but if not, I'll get him tomorrow. Hey, Dobbs, you want to try to match up with me? You could always try to get Ronnie to come over to this team if he's not happy there too. Like, we want really good people, and like, we have a full team, yes, but we have like 40 really great members and then 10 people that kind of don't contribute as much as they should. And they're very easily replaceable. So if you have good people that would want to come and be a part of it, we'd be happy to have them, Emily. It's almost bone rice hunting time. I swear around 10:25, 10:30 every night, that's when bone rice starts showing up. Bar Brady. So many people playing Bar Brady lately. He's going to take a bar. Well played, sir. Paka! And he says, oops, he lost to his own cocks. Wait, Ronnie was in the top 10? What's his in-game name? They're definitely going to do more team events. I really liked the format of this one. Yes, 3 Paladin Butters. That makes me happy. And 4 Heidi's. I need 99 more Heidi's and 82 more Butters. 7 packs before I finally got some decent ones. Yeah, it was a great event, but unfortunately, like, we had 10 people in the team that didn't even finish it. I don't know how anybody wouldn't have finished it, because the rewards were really good, and then the team rewards were even better. I mean, we got a little over 40,000, which wasn't bad for our team. But I think Dire Tide posted and they got like 45. So we got less than them for sure. And then Red Links announced today that they were doing an award for the top 3 teams, which sucks because it's probably not going to be us when it easily could have been. Just kind of unfortunate. We want to get more better people at the bottom that'll take it seriously and really try to push. Or at least finish the events. There's no reason not to finish every event. I suspected they were going to do it, Dobbs, and I told most of my team that I suspected they were going to do it. And, like, some of them took it seriously, but not all of them. And it just sort of sucks because, like, we could have done really well. Because, like, Red Links doesn't always announce stuff right away. Like, they think they're being clever by waiting and revealing that kind of stuff later. But they could have had so many teams playing all weekend long and, you know, spending money on packs and doing refreshes and just everything else if they had just told people that they were going to give away some kind of award for highest earning team. But they didn't. It's kind of a weird choice on their part. Oh, you mean top 10 donators, Emily. Okay. We have a lot of really good donators on our team. There's several people that get close to 1,000 every time. I think you'll be very satisfied with that part of it. Like, you shouldn't have too much trouble getting anything you need. Catch up on chat. Oh man, Dub said go at 16. I missed that. You still in the chat, Dobbs? We can go at 20 if you want. See, this is what happens is, like, we started the night and I was at 22 and now I'm at 16. It's like I just win against a lot of 200-ish players over and over and over again and get my rank up, and then play Bone Rice 10 times and he knocks me down to 20-something. That's what keeps happening. That's okay, Dobbs. You wanna try going at 20 or 21? Okay, 20. I just hit my locker limit too. I'm guessing everybody that's in here knows how trying to match up the fights works. Just trying to hit go at exactly the same moment, hoping we get paired. We're not too far away from each other, so it should be possible. Night, Finn. I'll see you tomorrow. I searched for a while. I doubt it's Dobbs. Oh, don't worry, Emily. There's new ones every single day. Nope. Humble Demiurge. I played him a couple times. That Stan kind of messed me up. I was about to drop Terrence, but then I didn't have a way to kill Stan, and I didn't want to get blown out. Sometimes I accidentally let Wendy walk too close, and then she starts shooting my new kid instead of, you know, whatever I'm dropping in front of her. I've done that way too often. Night, Carlos. Thanks for tuning in. Looks like a draw. Oh no, I won the bar. No, I won. Did you win, Dobbs? He's a good player. Donation limit reached. I have to wait 13 minutes. What is Battle Addict? Is that for 2,000 or something? Yeah, 2,000. Nice job, man. No, it's 2,000. I just looked. That was a while ago for me. I'm at like 7,000 wins almost. But I play a lot. Sometimes I feel like I'm that guy from the World of Warcraft episode. Except I'm not like hideously disfigured and Dorito and drool all over me or anything.
Download complete. Data relied. You're coming with me. This planet is my people. Power. So free.
Yeah, it's around the same time I started taking it really seriously too. Like late December, I guess, is when I started becoming really serious about the game. Also, coincidentally, around the same time I made it to Legend. So he's out of energy, and I'm low on energy, so he's just going to keep playing stuff. If he hadn't played Rats, that would have been really good. I had his new kit off, and I put a shield on Sally. That should have been like a bar. Oh well. I was just struggling so much with all the 2-drops. I think Sci-Fi should do okay, though, against 2-drops, because you've got Enforcer as well. Like, if you play Sci-Fi Fantasy, you have 4 different 2-drops you can run, so it shouldn't be too hard to compete with the other, like, Assassin-type decks, like what I'm running. Although I run less Assassins than most of the Assassin builds do. This guy does not want me to get 2 bars. Ah, so frustrating. Yeah, I know. Waiting till 1 a.m. sucks for the items. The very first team I joined was like around the time I was level 40 as a Silver Shield. And funny enough, Anno was on that team as well. It was called Let's Fighting Love. It was really small, but like it was a good group of people. And we ran out of cards to donate after like a week. Nobody was donating anything because nobody had any of the good cards left to donate. So he left and he found Finn and joined Tree Fitty, and then came back and like posted in the group chat and was like, "Hey, if anybody wants to come with me, you're welcome to." And then I bailed and I came over to Tree Fitty. And he and I have been doing really well. We've been friends for like almost 2.5 months now. It's kind of a weird coincidence that all of this just worked out the way it did, but I'm very happy to be part of Tree Fitty, very happy to be part of the coalition. It's a really good group of people. Yeah, we can do 30. Yeah, Finn is a good guy. Nope. Sorry, Dobbs. I tried. Let's hope this guy lives up to his namesake.
The mighty Delta Mail, Hollywood and Cracker.
It would be very nice to get this pack after one win. I don't have to play two for 2 bars. I love playing against not fully maxed stand the greats because, like, my Sally and my
I bring purity.
my Sally and my Kenny will do damage still. It's pretty great.
Take light.
You bastard.
I bring purity. I'll dig you a shallow grave in me.
Thanks, Emily. Yeah. That was a crazy match. Let's see what I got.
Nice rare.
2 more EQRs. That's always nice. Nellie's always nice. Man, I'm only 16 away from level 5. That is awesome. And a rat. Rats are always good. Thanks, Genesis. Appreciate you tuning in. Have a good night. You guys want me to call it a night, or you want me to do one more? Yeah, we can do 35, Dobbs. Nope, I got Cozy Hippie 107.
I wear the badge.
It's probably because I messed up and hit it 10 seconds too early and had to cancel. I don't think he's playing.
It's me, Paladin Madu.
Damn. Sam Squamch.
I wear the badge.
It's hard to get it to work with the new system. Like prior to the BFU, it was pretty easy to match up. Like I remember a couple times Jim and I tried to match up and we hit the very first time every time. I've had it work with Spork, I've had it work with Death. It just I don't know. Since the BFU, it seems way harder to like control who you get paired against.
Can't have too many rares.
Lightning bolts are good. I need to get that to 5. Man, it seems like there's less and less cards though. Like there's only 10 commons and 3 rares. I seem to remember it being more at one point. Oh, he's good. I almost always draw with him. His deck is incredibly defensive. His deck's more defensive than mine, I think. Alright, I think this is going to be my last pack. So, we'll see how many games it takes to get it. Akbar is not good.
Ollie, want a cracker? One small step for everybody. My hot seat fly. Keep back out. I don't care if you're a boy. I'm gonna kick your ass. Moon, give me power. Come right here, Milky. Take it like
Nice job, Clyde. He's really good about spreading out his attackers. One more game. What's the ARG for, Emily? Because I lightning bolted the Sally. Oh, Wylumos. He's one of those players I was talking about that runs regen. He's a tough match sometimes. I didn't hit Friar Jimmy? Oh no. Hey Jason, what's up, man? I'm just about done with the stream, but I'm gonna finish up this game. Trying to get my last pack for the night. He's giving up. Either that or he's building up for a big push. Nah, he's giving up. He's letting me have it. So the 8 people that are still watching, you want me to keep playing or you want me to call it a night? Hookhand's level 4, max level 4. I still need about 75 to get him to level 5. Okay, I'll do one more. He's good at 3. Dobbs, you want to go at 46? Yeah, I was 22 when the stream started, Jason. I think my only loss was to Lixie. And I took a bar off of him. Okay. Alright, Dobbs, I'll just keep playing. It's not that impressive if you watch the whole stream. There's a lot of people that just don't play when they're paired against somebody as high as me. They just let me beat them. Where'd I get the gloves? It's the Goth Kid outfit. I've been trying to get the goth outfit for a while, and it finally showed up in a locker last week. Oh, this poor guy has level 4s. Didn't even kill Sally. I think it's easier to get into Legendary than it was a couple months ago. He got in with 4s because I think that the competition at the top of the 50 isn't quite as hard as it used to be. Yeah, of course, Emily. Thanks for joining up. We're happy to have you on the team. Yeah, Shred of Fire. I can play for a long time. I've played probably 6.5 hours this morning and afternoon, 3 hours so far tonight. I still don't have my friggin' level 6s. Like, you figure if you play 9 hours a day, every day, you get 250 of a card you need pretty quickly. But nope, it seems to take forever. Rokito. He's a good player. He's part of the Fight Club. Ah, that sucks. Ah, he's gonna take a bar. Crap.
Download complete.
Yeah, Rokito's good. He's beaten me before. Not recently, but he didn't have a level 3 Mecha Timmy recently either. Man, my hand sucks. It's like nothing I can do except get screwed. God, and he's back again. I might lose this one. Well, when you've played like 4 Mecha Timmys in a game, there's not a whole lot I can do to beat you. God, he's just playing guy after guy after guy. And like if any defender I put, he's going to take. I'm just so screwed. My hand was really bad. I didn't really have a way to fucking fight against his first Mecha Timmy, let alone 2 and 3. Well played. Okay. And every loss is like brutal on your ratings points. Like you can't lose or you just drop. You plummet unless you lose against somebody that's higher than you. And even then you like will drop one usually. Oh shit. I'm sorry, Dobbs. I hit start already. After this one we'll meet up. Nice, congrats, man. Astro Butters is good. What the hell? Seems like it, man. I just keep facing level 3 Mechatemi after level 3 Mechatemi. It's really getting tough. I have a level 3 Manbear Pig. Does that count? Good job, Hookan. Yeah, 57 Dobbs for sure. Two butters, yay. 4 rats, that's good. Waiting for 57. I'm halfway to a level 4 Manbear Pig. That's the highest mythic I have, or the highest legendary I have. I think if I get him to level 4, I might actually play him. Just for fun. I got David Nguyi. I'm guessing it's David Wynn, but there's a lot of rats on screen at once. That worked as planned. So many rats, so many gnomes.
Ollie, want a cracker? I honor my people. Ow. I wear the badge. The mighty shall prevail. I wear
What? God, he's got too many little guys. I hate it when you get a new pack and you win one bar. God, I'm playing it again. Oh shit, I didn't check the chat. I'm sorry. I'll try again, Dobbs, after this match. I'm sorry. Yeah, he plays really defensively. I don't know. We play each other a lot. We're pretty even most of the time. My hands against him have been terrible these last two matches, though. Jeez. Okay, Dobbs, we're trying for 7, right? Okay. He kept the pressure on the whole time, like gnomes and rats constantly. Hey, Lappy. How's it going, man? Getting ready to try to match up with Dobbs at 7 past. We'll see if it works. I started around 8:30. I've been going for about 2.5 hours. I'll probably play another couple packs and then call it a night. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm not just sitting here. We're trying to match up, me and Dobbs. He's another top 100 player. He's pretty good. Beat me last time I played him. I'll show you the deck as soon as this match is over. Hey, made it work.
Program in the air, Midtown. Your body is
He has so many cheap guys, it's like it's a struggle to keep up sometimes. I mean, I got assassins, but they can't really hold up to a bunch of like 2-cost fighters.
I honor my people.
Oh, come on. He got the hyperdrive? Lame. It also doesn't help that not a single one of my hook hands have like hit. Yeah, Dobbs is a bad matchup. And back to 22. Okay, Lappy, you want to see my deck? This is my main. I'm a little under 100 away from my Paladin Butters and my Paladin Heidi. Or my Heidi being level 6. Nah, you played well, man. Like, all your guys cost so little, and Enforcer Jimmy doesn't die as fast as he should, and Poison, I don't know, you got a lot of different angles to attack from, and it's tough for me to overcome them with my particular deck. But yeah, this is my deck. Hoping very badly that I can get those two up to level 6. 2-cost spam is very, very good. Especially with Poison to back it up. It's tough to get mats. I'm sure you farmed like all of PvE as well. Get there, Sally. All right. Good night, Emily. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. And thanks for joining the team. We're happy to have you.
It's me, From the shadows I strike. Holly, want a cracker? Take light.
I've played the same guy like 3 times. I think that's what she's talking about. A 1008 PvE is really good. I'm only at 970. What rank is Emily? I'm not sure. I'll probably call it a night after this pack. Beach Oak. Always a good match.
Holly, want a cracker? Take this. I wear the badge.
Fincher's pretty good, Dobbs. I played him several times today. I guess Oak gave up. Nothing that I need. Oh well. Alright guys, well I think I'm going to call it a night. I've been playing for like 3 hours, 3.5 hours. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Thanks for the subs. Thanks for liking the video. I will do another one of these sometime soon. I don't know when exactly. But hopefully I'll have my 6s by then and be able to show you some real matches against some top 10 players, hopefully. The only person I played on this stream was Lixie. and he beat me, but I did take a bar off of him, so it wasn't a total loss. But thanks, guys. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys soon.